Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, we are looking at the 10 best playstyles in eafc right now. So obviously this is my opinion. I've played probably 1,500 games nearly on this game, I'd say so far. Somewhere between 1 to 1,500. My Lorente has played 800 games by himself, so we've got to be way over 1,000 by now. We've had a few patches that have changed a few things. I'm going to give my opinion. I've tried to rank them based on how effective I think they are in a game, not necessarily by position. Obviously, incisive pass, which we've got number 10 to start us off, that's more important in a midfielder than it would be for a keeper or centre back, or maybe even a striker. But nearly all of them are pretty useful. Well, I anticipate not a big deal on a striker if you had it. But yeah, you'll see as I'm talking about them, me explaining them. Let me know if you've got any questions, any feedback, any comments, and yeah, let me know if you agree with the order I've put them in. So we'll start with incisive pass at number 10. Very nice on some midfielders. Pretty nice just to have the normal one on attackers. I don't think the playstyle plus for this is miles better than the normal one. But I do notice when I use attackers who've got this that it's actually pretty damn good. I've got Cantona in my team. I got him from the first owner icon pack. And I really do notice when I use him that he is quite a lot better at passing than most strikers I've used. He has pretty good passing stats anyway, but combined with this, his through balls are very good. And it's a night and day between him and Dalglish in terms of their passing. This one that makes through balls way more consistent. You can go for a lot crazier through balls, and the weight on them is nearly always perfect, which is really nice. So that's number 10. Number 9, pinged pass. Not many players have this at all. I used this day one with Georgia Stanway. She has the pinged pass playstyle plus. Again, the normal one's pretty good. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. Bon Mati and Patelis have this. Driven passes are amazing on this game. The press and stuff can be pretty frustrating to play against, but driven passes are really good at quickly cutting through it. And the ping pass makes them more accurate, faster, but it also kind of gives players a better first touch when they do them. So I really like that. Not many players have it. I don't think this Van Basten card in general is that good, but he'll be a pretty crazy player, I think, when it comes to the pinged passes that he can do. I think as a midfielder, he can't really defend, but as an attacking midfielder in the like 4-3-2-1, he could maybe be useful. But this one allows you to counter attack a lot better, and makes driven passes, which are already pretty useful, way better. So I do like this one. Having midfielders who at least have the normal version of this is really good. Number 8 is rapid. Out of all the playstyles in the game, this one doesn't seem to activate some games. Just seems to bug out, which definitely hurts it a bit. And at times it doesn't really seem to do a lot. But when it works, it's pretty crazy. If it worked more consistently and seemed to just do what it says more, I would like this one more to rank it higher. Player of the Month for Mbappe is one of the very popular cards that has this. It's very useful. Basically makes players just run faster and do it at a high speed and control the ball better. But it's just not consistent enough for me to rank it too high. Number 7, technical. I had this as the number 1 playstyle in the game at one point. There's 2 reasons that I've lowered it. 1, they did nerf it, but it's not as OP as it was. And 2, now that most people have got better at defending and they have the big centre-backs like Van Dijk, Blanc that have anticipate, it's very hard to dribble around anyone good, even with technical. Because the problem you've got... One sec, my wife's texting me. We'll edit this. Wife was just texting me, asking me if she can have quesadillas for lunch instead of me eating them. As a generous man, I said yes. Anyway, technical. Now that everyone's got big centre-backs on the game who are really good at tackling and have anticipate, it's very hard to dribble around people. Technical's a lot less effective. But if you can get going at good speed with a good dribbler, it is still quite good, but not as OP as it was. Number 6, Bruiser. Again, very nice. It's for these seal-out tackles. The ones with the Playstyle Plus, Ruben Diaz, I think, had this early on. They can almost morph, like teleport in front of players at times. Doesn't always work, but when it works, it's pretty crazy. Definitely a very useful one. Quick Step, I think this is number 5. We've got this in it now. Quick Step, very good on players who are already pretty quick. Gets them off the mark, and it's near impossible to catch players once they get properly ahead of you on this game. Very good on players who've got crazy dribbling as it is. Number 4, Whip Pass. Really good on set pieces as well, this one. But this one is very, very frustrating to play against. It works quite well with dead ball as well for set pieces. One of the reasons I've not put it higher than 4, and 4 is obviously pretty good, is just because one of the problems you've got is you basically forcing yourself to have to cross it, and at times it just gets you 3 goals, this one, which is pretty crazy. Then at times it just doesn't seem to do a lot. It does seem to lock onto your team a lot, but heading is not that good on this game. If heading was really good, this would be the best playstyle in the game, in my opinion. But unfortunately, heading's not that crazy. So whilst it is good, it's not OP to the point you can't do anything against it. But very useful. If you have people playing with 2 of these on either side, it's very frustrating to play against. Laurent Blanc here with the Gold Anticipate. Gold Anticipate, the best defensive playstyle, in my opinion. Significantly improved chance of standing tackle success and grants the ability to stop the ball directly at their feet when performing a standing tackle. So the thing about this one is, on this game, and it's been like this for years on FIFA, when you press to tackle, quite often the ball bounces back to your opponent. When you use this, it doesn't really do that much. You get the ball near perfect, and they can also just make some absolutely crazy tackles. If you have 2 centre-backs with this in the box, it is very hard to get around them, and you can just go for crazy tackles. And quite often tackles that would have been penalties just end up resulting in getting the ball. So I really like this one. Kevin De Bruyne here with the long ball pass. This one's OP in my opinion because without it, chip through balls are pretty inconsistent. When you use this though, they're near perfect. They pretty much don't get intercepted, and you can do some just outrageous passes with these. I don't even care about for the lofted passes or lob passes. It's just for the through balls that I like it for. It doesn't really fully. I guess it's the lob passes that it's saying there. But for lob passes, it's nice. But like I say, for the through passes, it's crazy. And yeah, this one here, if you've played anyone using a player like this who knows how to use it, when they trigger runs and they've got really fast players, you can pick some insane passes out with this, and it's near impossible to play against. Someone like De Bruyne who's got 5-star weak foot with it's crazy. Number 1, I'm going for Fez Shot. This simply changes how you can play, and also if someone's got Finesse Plus players, how you have to play against them. When someone's got this, especially if they've got like 5-star weak foot, so players like Son, Dalglish, Morgan, they can pretty much hit a finesse from anywhere within 30 yards, maybe even 35 yards. It got nerfed, and it is still the best playstyle in the game, in my opinion. The amount of stupid finesses that I hit with this, and the other thing is when you're in the box, if you get any decent angle and you finesse it, it's guaranteed on target. Finesses in the box never ever miss unless you red time or something. But if you just don't time a shot in the box and you've got Finesse Plus and you finesse it, it always goes on target. So pretty crazy. Very hard to play against, and it's such a game-changing play style that I think it's hard to argue anything but this for number 1. In terms of some of the other play styles that we've missed out, the keeper ones are pretty irrelevant. I'll just quickly talk about the others. Relentless, pretty good, but doesn't really matter unless you're playing extra time. Acrobatic, pretty useless. Long throw, pretty useless. Aerial, very good at times, but not enough. It's quite situational. Press proven, pretty good, but doesn't activate enough. Trickster, for me, pretty irrelevant, but a fun one to use. First touch, good when it works, but it just doesn't activate enough. Slide tackle, you don't really want to slide. Intercept, okay, but doesn't activate enough. Block, pretty good and annoying at times, but doesn't activate enough. Jockey, very close to being top 10. Now, though, that you've got a lot of big players who just you can hold L2 and press tackle, it doesn't really seem needed. Tiki-taka, pretty decent. Chip shot, no one cares. You much better just take it round the keeper. Power shot, not really much point in it. And power header, Pretty good, but again, not that needed and more situational. So a lot of the ones that we've not put in the top 10, they're good, but they're just very situational, where the ones I've put in generally get used a lot, or they're quite game changing. I don't think there's any playstyle in the game right now that I'm like, it needs nerfing hard or it needs taking out. There's maybe some that could get slight buffs. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this list. Of course, I appreciate you watching this, and let me know in the comments. Maybe is there any playstyles you think could be added to the game? Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great Christmas. Peace.